Breaking news here on SportsCenter. The Denver Nuggets have fired head coach Michael Malone and general manager Calvin Booth. Sources told ESPN's Shams Charania.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Nikola Jokic has won 3 of the last 4 MVP awards. This was a very animated Joker during the timeout.
A few moments later.
Got the mismatch with Caruso. Backs in. Jokic against Hartenstein. Jokic. Bullseye! Once Caruso extended out. Jokic. 12.9. There's still a lot of time left. Jokic. 7 seconds left. Westbrook, 5 seconds. They're down by 1. Gordon, got it!
When it comes to our current era of NBA basketball, one of the rare feats that's still highly impressive is winning a championship with a team that drafted you and never leaving them. For someone like Nikola Jokic in 2023, he checked that goal off in emphatic fashion. Now, the past 2 years, the Joker hasn't won championships, but an individual player has elevated his game every single season. And this year, of course, the best year of his career, averaging a damn near 30-point triple-double, that included iconic games like the 30-20-20 game versus Phoenix, and we scored 61 versus Minnesota, the most points for a Nugget since David Thompson. Jokic this year as an individual had nothing short of spectacular. But as great as those 2 games were, as great as this season was, there hasn't been a brighter moment, a better moment for the Nuggets than Game 1 versus the Thunder.
Missed it. Second one for Holmgren. It rims. 7 seconds left. Westbrook, 5 seconds. They're down by 1. Gordon, got it!
Dear God, it's beautiful.
Trying to win a Game 1 in Oklahoma City as the visitor, that's a steep hill to climb. But when your head coach has been around for less than 10 games, you're on 1 day of rest, it's virtually impossible. And looking at the Thunder at home, the best record in the NBA, 37-7, and their margin of victory, 15.7 points. Even with a veteran head coach 10 days of rest, winning a Game 1 in Oklahoma City is a very, very tall task. And halfway through the 4th quarter, it was going as planned according to the script. OKC up by 13 points, 108-95, in firm control of the game. Now, here's where it turned. Out of Denver's final 26 points, Nikola Jokic would have 16 of the 26, outscoring OKC by himself 16-11. And of course, who capped it off with a game-winning jump shot? None other than Aaron Gordon.
Not bad.
That right there is one of the best finishes in playoff history, and also one of the biggest choke jobs by a heavy favorite at home. And look at that score, 108-95, OKC in firm control. At that point, according to ESPN Analytics, a 98% chance to win that game. OKC losing this Game 1 wasn't a minor deal, a minor choke. This is a massive choke and a massive upset by the Denver Nuggets, as even the final 3 minutes, they were up by 9 points, 115-106. Prior to this Game 1 loss, Oklahoma City had only blown 1 game in the 4th quarter up by 10 while at home. That game versus the T-Wolves. Besides that, they hadn't done it in 41 home games. And looking at Jokic, one of the most iconic games of his career, they'll go down in Nuggets lore. And historically speaking, a 40-20-5 game has only been done 4 other times. Giannis back in 2022, Shaq in 01, and Wilt twice in the mid-1960s.
Damn.
Now, still looking at Game 1 versus OKC, make a larger point, the Joker's overall value to his team on both ends of the floor, it's immense. Denver's offense Jokic on the floor is an impressive 119.4. In this year's postseason, that would rank 3rd. Now Jokic off the floor, it drops by nearly 22 points to the worst offense in the postseason, worse than Memphis, worse than the Heat.
Most impressive.
Now that offensive impact, it's still staggering, but not really shocking. Here's the shocking part, the Joker's defensive impact. Denver with him on the floor, the defensive rating is 114.4, middle of the pack for playoff teams. Jokic off the floor, it goes up by 12 points to the second worst in the playoffs, only ahead of Miami. And looking at Jokic the individual, I mean, his body type, his physique, doesn't scream great defender, high impact defender. But look, this guy post that game 1 versus the Clippers, really from the first half onwards, has been a plus every single game on the defensive end. Not just getting boards playing post defense, but playing the passing lanes, getting steals and deflections.
Well, the Clippers blitzing Murray, and so on.
So does Leonard with his 2, and knocked away.
Short. Rebounded by Zubac.
Who one of the phenomenal players in NBA history, but
At 20.1 per game. Lou Dort.
For one opportunity for the Clippers. Jokic comes up with a steal. You're looking for Knicks Pistons. It is started on ESPN2. Jokic knocks it away. Oh, what a save!
I love it.
For someone like Jokic being a historically great offensive player, a walking 30-point triple-double, to provide that level of defense, it's invaluable, as most high-volume offensive players simply don't do that. Now, one last thing I do want to touch on, I have to touch on, is Russell Westbrook, as this guy yet again is coming through in the biggest ways. And the Russ Revival Tour, the Russ Revenge Tour, it keeps on rolling. In the fourth quarter of Game 1 versus the Thunder and Game 1 versus the Clippers, Westbrook in the fourth quarter was on the floor the entire time. The guy's spot Russ has taken is, of course, Michael Porter Jr. And looking at the numbers watching the games, it kind of backs up Denver's best starting 5 lineup, being Westbrook in there, MPJ off. The lineup of Murray, Brown, Jokic, Gordon, MPJ, a plus 13.5, which is respectable. Now, take MPJ out, put Russ in, that plus 13.5, what it jumps to, is plus 24.1. Like I've said over and over again, someone like Westbrook doesn't have the most skill, the most talent, but he does the little things, the intangible things that win you ball games. Someone like MPJ, kind of the antithesis of not doing that.
There's a 12-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Caruso, jumper doesn't go. Porter didn't go hard after the rebound, and it cost them. Gordon looks for the open man. Brown returns. It's through the hands of Porter, and he goes all the way back to get it. Needed to grab it before it got to the midcourt line. Work against this zone look with Leonard. They surround him. Zubac, spin, stripped to the ball. Tracked down by Harden. Intercepted by Westbrook. Gordon's there.
Brown for the lead. No. Westbrook, yes!
The Knicks and Celtics game 1, and then tonight's winner will play the Thunder in game 1. Westbrook is there.
Russell Westbrook, age 36, is better than he was at age 33, even 32. And what does that do to? Team environment concept and offensive scheme. And of course, a little bit due to Nikola Jokic. Looking at Russ post Game 3 versus the Clippers where he got hurt, he's averaging 17 points per game, 3.5 dimes, about 50% shooting, and from 3, 42%. Yes, Russell Westbrook, age 36 from deep, is shooting 42%. On catch and shoot threes, 40%, and on corner threes, even better.
Here is Murray, down 1 in game 1. 25 seconds. Westbrook a 3. You bet!
Pulls Zubac out. Westbrook, never afraid. Westbrook! Jokic kicks it. Westbrook once again. Westbrook once again!
And when they're doing that, the Thunder are making them pay from 3.
Westbrook, the corner J is good.
So that right there is the end of the video, and I'll say one last thing. Denver winning Game 1 Oklahoma City, it was shocking. But what's more shocking, they pulled off this massive turnaround in less than a month's time. Firing Mike Malone, to me, that was a death knell for Denver and their season. As much as I love Russ, Jokic, Jamal Murray, the whole crew, firing your head coach that late in the season is a pretty ominous sign. But somehow Denver put it together, came together, and now they're on this run where debatably they're even with OKC in this series. How that's happened, it's a miracle, but it has happened. As always, thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.